The air hangs still, pregnant with the promise of spring as April begins for you, Capricorn. The waxing crescent moon, a slender silver sliver, illuminates the early days, whispering of nascent beginnings and fragile intentions. You're likely feeling a quiet hum of potential, a sense that something is about to bloom. It's a subtle energy, not a forceful push, and it requires you to listen closely to your inner voice to discern the right direction. The close proximity of Venus in your sector of routine and service suggests a heightened awareness of your daily contributions. Perhaps a small kindness, a repetitive task performed with extra care, will unexpectedly trigger a chain of events. Think of a meticulously arranged grocery list. That attention to detail might lead to a conversation with a local farmer, revealing a unique opportunity related to sustainable living, something you've been quietly yearning for. The pull of Earth remains steady, a grounding force, and for those of you grappling with a major health challenge, this is a period of slow, deliberate healing. Not a sudden miracle, but a consistent strengthening, a gradual rebuilding of resilience. Consistent physiotherapy, mindful eating, these seemingly small actions accumulate, creating a bedrock of renewed vitality. There's a conversation, perhaps with a specialist, that unveils a new perspective on your path toward wellness. It won't be easy, moments of frustration will surface, but the Earth's influence reminds you to remain anchored in patience and self-compassion. Your ambition, a defining Capricorn trait, finds itself in a fascinating interplay with Uranus. There's a restlessness, a desire to break free from established patterns. It manifests not as impulsive action, but as a persistent questioning of your current trajectory. For some, this feeling will revolve around professional choices. That established career, the one built on years of diligent effort, might suddenly feel restrictive. It's not necessarily a call to abandon it entirely, but to find ways to infuse it with greater purpose, to introduce innovative approaches. It might involve a side project, a mentorship role, or simply a shift in how you perceive your contribution. This can stir anxieties, a feeling of unsteadiness, like standing on a shifting coastline. Pluto, in its deliberate, transformative journey, urges a deeper look at your finances. For those approaching financial independence, this month highlights the necessity of reviewing long-term investments. It isn't about panicking or making drastic changes, but about understanding the subtle shifts in the economic landscape and adjusting your strategy accordingly. A conversation with a financial advisor, perhaps one you've been avoiding, could prove surprisingly insightful. It could also signal an opportunity for passive income. A skill you're skilled at could be converted into a digital offering. It's about leveraging your abilities to generate streams of income beyond your primary source. The pull to adventure and travel is subtly but persistently present. You, a creature of order and routine, might find yourself yearning for something different. It won't be a grand, spontaneous trip across continents. It's more likely a road trip to a nearby national park, a weekend exploring a new town within driving distance, or even a deeply immersive online travel experience. The desire isn't about escaping, but about expanding your horizons, reminding yourself of the vastness of the world beyond your familiar routines. The conversation arising from that seemingly insignificant meeting with the local farmer might even unveil a travel-related opportunity, perhaps a niche tourism venture in a region you're drawn to. Mid-month, a period of introspection arrives. This isn't a conscious effort, it will arise naturally. You're likely to find yourself reflecting on past choices, assessing your values, and realigning your goals. A minor setback, perhaps a missed deadline or a frustrating conversation, will act as a catalyst, prompting you to examine your approach and adapt your strategy. It's a time for quiet reflection, journaling, and reconnecting with your inner compass. Resist the urge to dwell on negativity. Instead, focus on identifying lessons learned and embracing the opportunity for growth. As the month progresses, the influence of Venus persists, softening edges and fostering harmony in your relationships. A misunderstanding with a close friend or family member will be resolved through honest communication and empathy. A gesture of kindness, perhaps offering a helping hand or simply lending a listening ear, will strengthen bonds and create a sense of connection. The urge for travel shifts as well. That initial longing for a grand escape transforms into a desire for comfortable, restorative experiences, perhaps a cabin retreat with loved ones or a quiet weekend in a charming bed and breakfast. Toward the final week, Uranus's energy returns with renewed intensity. For those considering a move to a new city or country, this week will amplify the feeling of urgency. The practical considerations, logistics, paperwork, housing will begin to fall into place. Embrace the feeling of excitement. It's a sign that you're on the right path. However, don't ignore the anxieties that may surface. It's natural to feel overwhelmed by such a significant life change. A conversation with someone who has undergone a similar experience, a mentor, a friend, or even a support group, can provide valuable perspective and practical advice. As the waxing crescent moon returns at the month's close, it mirrors the initial silver sliver, but now infused with the wisdom and experiences gained throughout April. You're not starting from scratch, but building upon a foundation of growth and insight. The sense of nascent beginnings remains, but now colored by a quiet confidence and a renewed sense of purpose. It's a time to plant seeds, ideas, projects, and relationships, knowing that they will blossom in the months to come.